Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, in this video we will look at the introduction to statistics, which is focuses on the data collection method. So how to collect the data. Alright, so let's look at the next one. Alright, so next slide. So the first one is what we call it as face-to-face or direct interview. So we want to make interview secara berhadapan dengan orang, kita punya respondents. So the interviewer can ask questions from the questionnaires. We have the questionnaires, then interviewer will ask questions, alright, and records the responses. The responses will be recorded. Jawapan akan dicatat. For example, for this type of method, alright, so we have marketing research, right? Marketing research or social survey. Okay, social survey. So kita pergi tanya depan-depan dan kita catat jawapan dia lah. Right. So ada kelebihan dan keburukannya, kelemahannya. Right. For the first one, the advantage is that the high response rate. Of course, bila kita tanya depan-depan, orang akan jawab. Orang tak berani nak tolak. Okay. High response rate. It can, we can also ask a lot of questions. Boleh tanya macam-macam, alright? And we can clarify anything that we don't understand about the answers from the respondents. Boleh tanya apa-apa respondent secara direct. Boleh clarify terus. But the disadvantages is that it is high cost, of course. Sebab kita nak pakai orang untuk interview kan, alright. So sometimes there may be error in recording the responses. Bila mencatat jawapan orang itu mungkin ada kesilapan, and it is time consuming, of course, because you have to spend a lot of time to interview the people face to face, alright. So the next method of data collection is telephone interview, alright. So in telephone interview, the interviewer can ask questions from the prepared questionnaire. So we already have the questionnaire. Kita dah ada questionnaire ini, kita just tanya saja soalan, alright? So it must be done in short duration. So the keyword is short duration. Tak boleh lama-lama sebab this is phone kan, orang pun nak buat kerja and so on kan, alright? So advantage, alright, so let's look at the advantage. It is less time, of course, it is less time. And the interview is monitored according to the specific procedure. Kita dah ada prosedur yang macam mana kita nak ikut bila kita call. Kalau orang ni jawab macam ni, kita boleh cakap macam ni sebab dia tak nampak kita di belakang tabir telefon itulah. Alright. But the disadvantages is limited to the phone users only. Only yang ada telefon saja yang boleh jawab. And we can only ask short questions. And sometimes, of course, it is lower response rates. Bila kita call saja, boleh saya tanya sedikit soalan? Oh, sorry, saya busy. Terus letak kan? So, jawapan tu tak ramai lah yang nak respon kepada kita. Alright. Baik. Yang ketiga, we have mailed questionnaires. Alright. So, mailed questionnaires, it do not require the interviewers. Kita tak perlu orang tanya pun. Kita buat soalan, lepas tu kita emailkan saja. Alright. And then it is of course the cheapest and easiest, paling mudah dan paling senang. Okay. So what are the advantages of doing these make questionnaires? We can cover wide region, boleh hantar ke mana-mana dan boleh tanya orang tu. Alright. So of course it is lower cost because it is sent by email only. It does not cost you anything. Alright. And we have enough time provided for the respondents. So, respondent pun boleh jawab dengan lena kan. But the problem is, the disadvantages is that it has a lowest response rate. Paling kurang orang nak reply. Yalah, kalau masuk kepada kita pun orang suruh jawab survey pun mungkin berat hati kan. Mungkin kita macam malas kan. So this is kelemahan lah untuk mailed questionnaires. And the respondents may not understand the questions. Sometimes orang bila nak jawab soalan tu dia tak faham soalan, so dia berjawab mengarut. So bila berjawab mengarut ini berlaku false information lah from the survey kan. Alright. So the last one is that we have direct observation. Alright. So direct observation, it is used in work, studies, and organizations. Why? To learn, alright? To learn the customs or habit. Nak tengok adat, budaya, ataupun perangai orang. Okay? So kelebihan dia, it can record what actually happened. Boleh catat apa sebenarnya yang berlaku. Boleh tengok perangai dia ni macam mana. Orang ni di pejabat ini orang ni macam mana, suka mengular ke, suka makan ke, suka berbual ke. Itu contoh But the disadvantages is that the observer may be biased. Orang yang memerhati itu mungkin bias. Kan? Dia tengok kepada orang yang dia suka je, contoh So the data might not be accurate. So that's the disadvantages. So other methods of data collection can be online survey, kan? Online survey, dan juga direct questionnaire. Kan, kita print, kita bagi secara direct, jawab, lepas tu datang kutip. That is direct questionnaire. So these are the methods for data collection. I hope you really understand how to collect the data. Cuma kena pastikan bila you nak jawab soalan, kalau soalan kata, okay, during CMCO, okay, condition ataupun during MCO, yang manakah method yang paling sesuai? Ada yang jawab pergi rumah ke rumah. Tak boleh. MCO tak boleh pergi rumah ke rumah orang. Tu kena jawab, kena fikir logik. Kan? Contohnya you nak buat survey kepada budak sekolah rendah. Boleh tak you nak email kan? Tak boleh. You have to think logically. Alright? Yang mana method paling sesuai untuk you buat data collection. Alright, so that's all. Thank you for watching.